Hola a todos amigos de Match, ¿cómo están? Muy buenos días, buenas tardes, buenas noches, dependiendo dónde se encuentren este contenido, les doy la bienvenida. Soy Miguel Miranda y el día de hoy estamos muy contentos, de manteles largos diría yo, muy contento de presentarles nada más y nada menos que el nuevo material de The Hives, que ustedes ya habrán escuchado un poco de lo que les he platicado a lo largo de estos meses sobre el nuevo material. The Hives Forever, Forever The Hives. Un nuevo material que contiene la esencia de una de las bandas más importantes, me atrevo yo a decir, del rock and roll y en términos más particulares del punk rock, la esencia de Hives que desde siempre ha conectado pues en México de una forma muy particular. Y el día de hoy estamos nada más y nada menos que con nuestro querido Mike, que se va a conectar con nosotros para platicar un poquito acerca de este nuevo álbum. Hi Mike, how you doing?
Hey,
Welcome.
very good. Thank you.
How's it going?
It's good. It's good. Very good.
I'm so excited to talk with you today because of your new album. How do you feel with it?
I'm very happy about it. It's I like when the albums are when they're done because then you can actually go and play the songs live, and tour, and which is my favorite thing to do.
Touring or playing the new songs?
Oh, playing the new songs.
The people are excited about the new songs of the album that you played before on the live shows,
Yeah.
and it was so excited to know that a band like the Hives, it's still touring, it's still releasing new music, and looking for a new horizons, or I don't know how to name it. How do
Yeah.
you feel with that?
No, that's good. I think we honestly, I think we always sound like the Hives. Excuse me, but I thank you. It's a little bit different record. It's a bit different from the last one, I guess. At least we kind of had an idea that we were gonna make two records back to back, and one was gonna be more garagey, I think, and the other one more rocky.
What's something new you learn along the way while you're making this record?
Um, Something new. I don't know. I mean, we kind of do it the same way we always do. We play the songs in the studio as a band, the five of us, and that's the song, and then we kind of take it from there. But I think it's just hard work, and I'm just happy to be done with it. And it's actually great when the actual record comes out and you can hold it in your hand and then start touring. I think that's the and then we're very proud of the record, of course. But I'm not sure if I learned something new. Probably not.
You need to back to basics or something like that when you're creating this new album. I mean, about the sound, it sounds like it's a pretty punk rock album.
Yeah,
I
no,
thought. How do you feel with that?
yeah, maybe. I think all our records are probably a punk rock album,
Yeah, a lot.
but of course they're a little bit different in a way. Also, it's been like we've been a band for 32 years, so of course I mean, little stuff happens along the way, but I think we still sound like the Hives. Like it doesn't matter what we play, we still sound like the Hives.
And the people love that
Yes,
kind of trademark.
yeah,
It
yeah,
sounds like the
yeah.
Hives,
Yeah,
and all the look and feel around your band. It's
yes,
amazing.
yeah,
It's one of the of the biggest bands around the world with an look and feel, one look and feel, you
yeah,
know,
yeah, yeah. That's probably true.
and it's so authentic the way that you connect with your audience, particularly in Mexico.
Yeah, yeah.
Eh,
Oh,
how do you feel this kind of connection with the
no,
Mexican fans?
I think the Mexican crowd is the best rock and roll crowd in the world. We always had like our best shows in Mexico. It's been good every time we've been there. So it's definitely our favorite country to play in, I think.
The last show with the Dam was amazing.
Yeah, it was really good, right?
Yeah,
It's one of my favorite shows ever, I think.
it's was one of the biggest shows of my life
Yeah,
because having in one stage two bigger bands like the
Yeah,
Hives and the Dam in a solo show was amazing. For me,
yeah.
that was memorable. I
It's
don't know how to
it's
name it.
it's the perfect lineup, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that was a perfect lineup.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And a good gift for the Mexican fans of
Yes.
your band.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. Now, I want to know, talking about the punk rock vibe and all this stuff. I always dream with make these questions to you
Yeah.
because I know your work since your first album, and I discovered the Hypes by a compilate
Yeah.
called Punkorama
Oh
by
yeah.
Epitaph Records.
Yeah.
And the first time that I listened to the Hypes on Epitaph Records and Punkorama was like, oh my God, what is this? And then the Hypes explode about around of the world.
Yeah.
And then the Mexican fans, a lot of mm, mm, punk rock lovers in Mexico City discovered your band by the by Punkorama. Did you know the impact that the compilate has around the world, in general Mexico?
No, not really. I guess it might be different for every country. But if that's the fact, that's a good thing.
Yeah,
But
yeah, it's a
I think compilations were probably more important back in the days before Spotify and everything. That like it was a good way to discover new music because you'll buy one record and then you get like 15, 20 bands, and there was always something you never heard before. So I think yeah, I like compilations. I kind of miss them to be honest.
what kind of compilations do you remember?
No, but I mean, I would buy any kind of compilations if it was, punk ones and a lot of 50s rock and roll compilations are really good because some of those early 50s or mid 50s rockers only had like one good song and never released an album. So like it'll be like 7-inch, but on a compilation. I kind of like those the best, I think. Like 7-inch compilations made into an album.
And what kind of music uh, do you
No,
used to listen to when
no,
you're
I
not
mean,
working?
I listen to everything really, but I guess, as a kid, hmm, classic, rock bands, AC/DC and Guns N' Roses and stuff like that. But I think we as a band, the Hives kind of discovered the 50s rock and roll pretty early, and that kind of led us into the Sonics and bands like that. So I think that's for us, the 50s genre, Little Richard and bands like that made a very big impact on us as a punk band. So our approach into punk came through Little Richard pretty much.
Yeah. And what about your work in this new album with one of the, for me, one of the the biggest names in the punk rock music or in general in the music culture, like Mike D from
Oh yeah,
Beastie
yeah.
Boys. How was
Okay.
your first approach with the production of the album?
No, yeah, he worked with us on a few songs. He came to Stockholm for a few days and worked on a couple of tracks, and it was fun. It's fun to meet an old hero of yours. And he's also a very nice guy, like the nicest guy ever. So it was a good experience.
How was your connection with at the time to making music? That was very easy, or it was just
No, it's good. I mean, he brought a little bit of his stuff into our stuff, I think, and he sang on a couple of records. I think it was good. It was exciting and fun. And, I mean, it kind of makes you want be on your
and
toes a little bit.
and how was the approach with Just Home from Queens of the Stone Age? What was their role
Oh,
in their new album?
no, I think Josh was maybe more like a mental figure, men-
Okay.
mental helper than he didn't really work on the tracks that much. But I mental coach maybe.
Yeah. In,
Yeah.
what kind of things he will share with a band like yours?
I don't know. Maybe he'll tell us to sharpen up and do our best.
Okay. Just an emotional support for
Yeah, I think
for the
so.
album.
Yeah.
And in general, how do you feel with this new album in your career? I mean, all the hype stuff still up and up and up and up and up in every album.
Yeah.
Do you feel at the top of your career, or
I
do you
hope not.
still?
I don't know. No, I don't know. It's I don't really think of it that way, I guess. It's more it's been so many fucking years now. It's like 32 years. So you kind of don't think it's just like it's just a thing now. I don't know anything else, you know. It's just kind of it goes on and on. But I'm very grateful for every show and for every record sold. I still like it amazes me that we're still here.
Is there something uh, new that you want to learn on the journey to making music at this point of your life?
No, I think yeah, of course. I mean, you always want to learn, um, but I don't know exactly what.
Okay. You don't have a kind of guide of things that you want to learn when you're making music?
No, not really. Um, you want to make it as good as possible, like all the time, of course. But as far as rock and roll goes, you don't need to know that much. I think, to
Yeah, I know that.
three chords and
But it's not easy,
know how to.
as it sounds. It's not easy. I think that it's very difficult to keep uh, a good career in the music industry,
Yeah,
and
no,
uh, and the rock and roll demands a lot.
yeah. No, it's not. It's not easy at all. It's probably the hardest music to make really good, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. And at the time, are you working with new music? What kind of things do you have in mind when you're creating? I mean, you work for you only just for you, or you think on your audience and the kind of things that they want to listen to?
I don't know. I think you kind of we always think of when we make an album, we want to we want to be able to play it live. You kind of when you do a song for a record, you imagine how would it would feel playing it in front of a crowd, and I think that's important. Like it has to feel like a song that could be played by the Hives on a stage.
Yeah, and you're a good frontman. You know
Yeah,
that?
no, it's not too shabby.
And the people love that because you had a very energetic show with a lot of your music make the people feels like they're in a real show. You
Yeah.
know, I don't know how to say this
Oh,
because
I understand what you mean, and I think that's important for us. That's probably why we kind of record them live as we would play them on stage, so you have that feeling with you on the record. I think that's important.
yeah. And what
You
about
also, I
the
mean, it doesn't have to be that way. You can mix and match, of course, but I think for us that's the way we always made albums.
and it's a very good, I don't know how to name it, formula. It's a good formula to making music. Think
Yeah,
about the live shows because that's the way that the things works for a lot of bands playing live.
yeah,
Connect with the people, connect with the audience, and do a good show for the people that remember, like your last show on the South America tour,
yeah.
and I don't know, Lollapalooza with the rain,
Oh yeah,
with
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
the, a three or four shows before in Mexico City. Where was in Lollapalooza, Argentina, or something like that?
It was it was in Brazil, right?
Brazil. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. What the fuck
there
with
was a
that
lot of
rain? That was that
there
was
was a lot of
amazing.
rain. Yeah, there was.
I
Yeah,
saw in
we're in Corn
every
now.
I saw that show in every music news site.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
Pitchfork, Enemy. Here in Mexico, a lot of people are talking about the shows of the Hives
yeah.
on the rain.
Oh, it rained a lot. I think we had to stop like 20 minutes, but they allowed us to go back on stage after a while, which was good.
But I think that that's the fuel for a band, right? Playing live
Yeah,
and do their best for the people.
I think so. Yeah, of course. It's kind of the reward for all the other work you do. You record albums and you do the interviews and whatnot. So this is kind of the for me it's the payoff.
Yeah, and it's a good payoff, right?
Yeah, of course.
Finally, we want to know uh, what's the best thing about being part of the music history with a band like the Hives.
Oh, the best part, I don't know. I mean, hopefully you influenced some youngsters to make even better music in the end, you know.
And do you have in mind what you're gonna do maybe in 10 or 20 years when
Probably,
you get old and the
yeah.
Hives become in a more legendary band?
Hopefully, I don't know. Yeah, we're already legends, man.
You're a legend. You're a legend of the punk rock music.
I'm honestly, I'm just happy to do the same thing after all these years. I'm still amazed that people show up to the shows and buy records. I'm very happy as it is.
Okay. Thank you so much for taking your time with
Yeah, well,
to talk with me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the new record. Congratulations. It's a pleasure for me uh, to listen to your music and being part of the history of the Hypes. That's amazing.
so much. I wish
Thank you so thank you so much. Have a good time.
you a good
Hope
time.
to see
Bye
you
bye.
soon.
Yes.
Bye bye. Gracias.